This one's near and dear to our heart, man. Rest in peace, PFF, man. If you're not up to date, if you're not informed, PFF was sold to a company called Teamworks for $100 million, and a lot of people are sad, and a lot of people are very angry, and a lot of people are very mad because it was a big company, and a lot of people worked at PFF. And what happened is essentially the consumer side, which is the podcast and the video podcast and the IG and all of these things,
The media
will
side.
cease to exist. Like PFF is essentially dead. PFF basically just merged with another company to be an amorphous version to I'll say this. What this company did was buy PFF's information. They said we're going to give you $100 million because we want your backlogs. All that other shit, podcast and all, we don't give a fuck about that. Kick rocks, man. Our customer base is directly tied to the NFL teams. We need your models, and we're going to compare it to our models, and we're going to merge both models, and we're going to sell all this information back to the NFL, and we're going to make a lot of money together. We don't need the podcast. We don't need the video feed. We don't need editors. We don't need none of that shit. That's irrelevant to us. So we're going to go into a new era of watching football without PFF. Like, that's something that me and you have been using since the inception of this podcast. Like, since we full blown audio, before we were on YouTube, when it was audio only, hey, PFF, he had a PF grade like this. He had a PFF grade. Reference the team grade, offensive blocking grade, run defense grade. Like, that has been a huge resource for this podcast. And to see it die for no real reason other than the monopolization of corporate America that is permeating throughout all of America. We're seeing a bunch of companies buy companies. And when that happens, you see a lot of people lose their jobs. There's a redundancy that happens, especially something like this. When it's data and analytics, we don't need 5 people to run this shit. Nigga, I need me and Chat GPT. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Hey, like Cap said, they took away the ball boys and chain gang. Referee. Oh well, this was with regards to the referee, but it's
No,
still
it's it all. But what he said, if Skynet takes over, all of this leads to that. Like the shit happening with the refs, the shit that happened to PFF, it's all going in the same direction.
facts.
It is, we have created a thing that is potentially evil, will potentially replace all of us, but we don't care because we don't pay attention to the ending of the movie. We just don't.
No,
To really see iRobot happen, like see how this shit happened
right before our eyes.
right before our eyes, bruh. And to be just let it be normalized.
Herbie, that just goes to show you how sedated we are in society. Like they have us so sedated with everything going on between our responsibilities and the convenience of AI and just we got so much stimuli, so much things going on that we're so tired that we don't care.
Like
And that's the
all of
sad part.
this, like it's funny. Like shout out to Cap. Like shout Cap. I wasn't even trying to bridge both conversations because technically they're completely different. But at the
It
core,
all
it
goes
is the
deep to the same
same.
root.
It's happening because of the same reason. It's happening because it's saying a bunch of major companies saying we don't need you niggas. We don't. We do not give a fuck. Fuck your family. Fuck your livelihood. We don't care. People are coming regardless. Like Trevor Sycamore is out of a job. Trevor Sycamore is one of the best podcast hosts, best draft analysts, somebody I listen to all the time. He ain't got a job. He's obviously going to he's going to land on his feet because he's too talented not to. But
Facts.
you just wake up one day and you ain't got a job? Like,
Well, Herbie, and then the thing about Pro Football Focus too specifically, But I guess because I over the years you kind of lose favor with them a little bit.
Of course,
Yeah.
obviously. So shit
But
that pisses you off, shit that doesn't make sense. It was
right,
never perfect. It was
of
obviously
course,
infallible. It was just a resource, right? You whether
right,
you agree with it or not, it's just separate information. I used to always cross reference. I didn't just always use PFF.
right.
Not to step on what you're saying. Go ahead, finish your point.
No, no, but what I was gonna say was is that when you saw guys like the guys who were there from the beginning, like the Sam
Sam
Monson of the
Monson,
world,
yeah.
Steve Paluzzo, like when you saw those guys step away and they went to do their own thing, and even when reading the article, I read an article about it where I forget which guy said this about it, but they were basically saying they just remember seeing, like, I guess in 2020 they used to have like championship belts and stuff like back in the days, back when they had their original culture. And the guy said back in 2021, like the last time somebody won that belt was 4 years ago, right? And it just goes to show you just the decay of culture that we have in every job. And like the point we're all making about AI, Herbie, it's when you consider the fact that they are finding a worker that doesn't need vacation time, a worker that doesn't need raises. All this worker could work around the clock. All they need this worker to do is to get maintenance, and you're only going to need to hire a few people for that, right? And it's overall, it's just scary where everything's going. It really is, bro. It doesn't matter what you do, what job you do, what profession you're in. I mean, you could find it online where they have AI come up with solutions that it would take doctors it would take a doctor a minute. They could come up with a solution in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable where things are going, man. So it's just, you know what? One time for Pro Football Focus, man. One time.
One time, man. One time, man.
It was an era.
It
Era, my
was an
boy.
error, man. All right, Rob, man. That is it. We up against it, man. Again, guys, I ain't gonna lie. We pulled some shit out our ass this episode, bro. We had no idea what we were gonna do, and we came because we dope at what we do. We put a great episode together.